Hi friends. Uh, Today we done two recordings, 1 to 30 bits and 30 to 60 in the second part. Now we are in the third part, starting from 61st question. Universal Containers would like to collaborate with its customers within Salesforce and has decided to enable the allow customer invitations charter setting. What permission is granted to customers when invited to chatter group? The ability to interact with members of their group. This is the answer. The ability to interact with the members of their group is the answer. Remaining, the ability to request access to the public group is not answer. The ability to mention accounts of which they are contacts, not answer. The ability to invite members to groups of which they are members is not answer. Answer is the ability to interact with members of their groups. 60-second question. Which statement is true when a new full sandbox is created? Choose two answers. When a new full sandbox is created, default email delivery is set to system email only. Whenever new full sandbox is created, default email is set to system email only. Username will be modified uniquely for that sandboxes. Username will be modified uniquely for that sandboxes. These two are the answers. Chatter data will be copied to the sandbox by default, is not answer. User email address will not be modified. It is not answer. Answer is B and D. 63rd. Universal Container has purchased a Lightning component on the App Exchange. Where can that component be utilized? Choose two answers. Simple. In this option, where apps are appearing, those two are the answers. Here, clear. Question is clear. Purchase Lightning component on the App Exchange where they can utilize. That is the answer. Here, answer is Salesforce one mobile app 1, standalone Lightning app is 1. Salesforce one mobile app, standalone Lightning app. These two options contain the app. That's why these two are the answers. B and D. Next, 64. Which is the statement is true for embedding a Visualforce space in a page layout? So already we saw this question. It is a repeated question. Visualforce page on page layout had attribute for width and height. That is one. Visualforce page can be placed anywhere in page layout. That is second. So third one. Visualforce pages can only be placed in the Visualforce section in the page layout is not correct. Visualforce pages on a field set have attribute for width and height is not the answer. So answers are A and B. Universal containers need a field on the account to track how many opportunities are closing within next 30 days. How many opportunities are closing within 30 days? So here roll-up summary field. So remaining Apex code is not answer. Process builder is not answer. Workflow rule is not answer. So answer is roll-up summary field is the answer. Next, 66. Universal Containers has two teams, sales and service. Both teams interact with the same records. Sales user use 10 fields on the account record. Service users use 3 of the same fields as the sales team, but also have 5 of their own, which the sales team does not use. What is the minimum configuration necessary to meet this requirement? So here they are mentioned. So simply, if you by observing the fields 2, 2, 2, so this is the answer. Remaining 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 2. So we can't observe the same 2 profiles, 2 record types, 2 page layout is the answer for this. Next, 67. The director of customer service want to know when agents are overwhelmed with high priority items in the support queue. The director want to receive the information when a case is open with the status of new for more than 4 business hours. Which automation process can be used to accomplish this? Here, escalation rules. Next, lightning process builder. Escalation rules, lightning process builder. These two. The director of customer service wants to know when agents are overwhelmed with high priority ISM within the support queue. The director wants to receive a notification when a new case is opened with a status of new for more than 4 business hours. So here answer is A and C. Lightning process builder, escalation rules. Visual workflow is not answer, and schedule apex is not. Escalation rules for to get the high priority items. Lightning process builder. Those are answers. Next one. Representative at Universal Containers use Salesforce to record information for leads. When new prospects are added, an outbound message is sent to SAP with the leads information. Which automation process will accomplish this without writing any code? Create a workflow rule with an outbound message as the action. This is the answer. Simple. We have to use outbound message. Outbound message with workflow rule, with a combination of workflow rule. Whenever added a new prospect trigger, we have to send the message to the SAP. If you want to send the message to the external system, we have to use outbound message. So here we are seeing outbound message, and we are with help of create a workflow rule. This is the answer. Next, 69th. A customer service representative at a call center would like to be able to collect information from customer using a series of question prompt. This already repeated question. If they want to collect the information from a series of questions, definitely we have to use visual workflow. So answer is visual workflow. Just 70. Which use case can be accomplished using a custom link? With help of custom link, which use case we can accomplish? They are asking question. Navigate to the custom visual flow to update the current record. Navigate to custom visual flow to update the current record. Next, navigate to external system using the data in Salesforce. Navigate to external system by using data in Salesforce. Next, navigate to a create record page with the field pre-populated. Navigate to the create a record page with the fields pre-populated. These three are the answers. Navigate to the apex trigger to update the current record. It is not the answer. Next, navigate to the process to update the current record. Navigate to process to update the current process. Current record is not the answer. Next, 71. Universal Containers would like to embed a chart of all related opportunities by stage on the account detail page. Which type of report should a builder create to add to the account page layout? A summary report on the opportunity object. See, if you observe this question clearly, so we have to add opportunities. We have to add chart all related opportunities. Embed a chart of all related opportunities. We are adding chart to opportunities, not account. Adding all related opportunities. So we are creating the chart on opportunities. So on opportunities. These two are not answers. A summary report on opportunity, a tabular report. A tabular report we can't add charts, so definitely it is wrong. So answer is a summary report on the opportunity object is the correct one. 72. The VP of Sales at Universal Containers has requested that sales reps be given access to view all accounts in Salesforce. However, they have also requested that sales reps only be allowed to create new opportunities in the account they own. See, create new opportunities on account they own. So here answer is control by parent. Set the organization-wide default sharing on opportunities to control by parent. Once again, read this question. The VP of sales at Universal Container has requested that sales reps be given access to view all accounts in Salesforce. However, they have also requested that sales reps only be allowed to create new opportunities on account they own. So this is the answer. Set organization by default sharing on offers to control by parent. If they own accounts, which accounts they own, based on that they will create child. So control by parent is the option. Next, 73. Universal container. Multiple departments utilize the case object for different purposes. Some users submit cases for IT and HR requests. Other users provide customer support with case record. How can an app builder enable different users to see different fields based on the case type? So here, answer is create different case record types for IT, HR, and customer support. Assign different page label to each record type by profile. So by role. Roles are not answer. By profile. Only two. Create different case field sets. Field sets also not answer. Create different case record type for IT and HR and customer support. Again, assign different page load to each record type by profile. Create different case record type for IT and HR customer support. Assign different page load to each record by profile. This is the answer. Next, 74. Universal container has a requirement that an opportunity should have a field showing the value of its associated account's billing state. This value should not change after the opportunity has been created. See, it is not changed after created. Change opportunity has been created. See here, what is the recommendation should use to configure this automation behavior? Workflow rule. So workflow rule is the answer. Next one, 75. Next one is the 75. Next one is, what is the true statement in regards to create a custom report type? Custom reporter. Answer is, once a report type is saved with a standard or a custom primary object, the primary object cannot be changed for that report type. See here, once a report type is saved with a standard or custom primary object, the primary object can't be changed for that report type. This is the answer. Let's see others why these are not answers. Any object can be chosen unless the object is non-visible to the person creating the report type throughout the security settings. Any object can be chosen unless the object is not visible to the person creating the report type through security settings. This is not answer. The detailed object in a master detailed relationship can't be added as the secondary object on the custom report type. This is not answer. When the primary object is a custom object and is deleted, then the report type and any report created from it must be deleted manually. It is also not correct. So answer is this one. Once report type is saved with the standard or custom primary object, the primary object can't be changed for that report type. That is the answer. Next, 76. An app builder has been asked to provide users a way to identify a contact's preferred contact method directly on the contact record. Users need to be able to identify whether your phone number or an email is the contact's preferred communication method. Which field type will allow the app builder to accomplish this with the fewest field possible? See, answer is pick list. Not formula, not checkboxes, not email. Next. Universal Container manages internal projects by department using custom object called projects. Only employees in the project respective department should have view access to all of the department's project records. If an employee changes job roles and move to another department, the employee should no longer have access to the project within their former department. How can this requirement be made? Assuming the organization by default for project is set to private. Here create a criteria-based sharing rule using the project department that grants access to the user by role. So entire this app builder, so here almost all questions we choose an answer with help of profile, but only for this question projects and all this type of question we have to remember a role, and by have to remember public group, not permissions and not profile. Entire this app builder questions it is different based on role and public group. Create a criteria-based sharing rule using the project department that grant access to the user by role. Create a criteria-based sharing rule using the projects department that grant access to the user by public group. These two are the answers. Next, in order to delete opportunities, Universal Container would like sales reps to submit request for approval from the sales manager. What can be used to meet this requirement? This already we saw, it is a repeated question. Two-step approval process. Answer. A custom object has a public reads only sharing setting that does not grant access using hierarchy. A dynamic sharing rule provides right access to the object to the global marketing public group if the record is marked as global. A user creates a new record and mark it is global. Who will have right access to the record? Answer is the record owner and the global marketing public group. This is the answer. The record owner and the global marketing public group is the answer. Next one. To synchronize accounts, orders, and shipment in real time, a developer has built a custom interface between an external and Salesforce prior to deployment. The developer needs to confirm that the interface can sustain the syncing of thousands of records at a time. Which sandbox environment is recommended to complete preference and load testing? See here, answer is full sandbox. Full sandbox. Answer is full sandbox. It is already repeated question. Full sandbox. Next, 81. A new custom object is being created with a private sharing setting. The business wants to share individual records with a specific purpose or group of people on a case-by-case basis. What option does the business user have to manually share individual records? Answer is public groups, roles, and users. So this question also not depending on profile and permission set. It is also depending on other than profile and permission set. Those are users, roles, public group. Next, 82nd question. What is a true statement regarding master-digital relationship? Choose 3 answers. It is a basic concept, master-digital relationship. Let's see. A master-digital relationship cannot be created if the custom object or the details are already contains data. It is already, we know very well. In a master-detail relationship, we have 2 objects, one master and detail, or parent or child. If a child object contains already records, we can't create 2 master detail. So must and should we have to maintain the empty records in the child objects. So then only we can able to create master detail. So 100% it is correct. Next, a master detail relationship can't be converted to the lookup relationship. Why? We can create master detail to lookup by mapping all master records into the child records. That's possible. So see here, cannot converted. We can convert, so it is not answer. Deleting master records in the master detail relationship deletes all detail records. Yes, true. In a master detail relationship, if you delete master records, automatically child records will delete it. So it is correct. Standard objects can be on the detail side of the custom object in the master detail relationship. In a master detail relationship. No, standard objects can be on the detail side of the custom object, or standard or custom. Anyone we can take. There is no that much that condition. Next, master relation can convert your lookup relation. No roll-up summary field is the master. Yes, exactly. It is one of the condition while converting master detail to lookup. If any master detail contain roll-up summary field, we can convert master detail to lookup. So must and should, it is also correct. So A, C is the correct answer for this 82nd question. Next, 83rd. What is the capability of a schema builder? It is already repeated question. Let's see. To modify custom field help text and the standard object, but options are different. To modify custom field help text and the standard object, we can modify. To create new lookup or master object relationship, yes. In schema builder, we can create a new relationship lookup and master. That is correct. So we will see remaining why those are not answers. To enable field history tracking and the standard object. See, we can't enable this field tracking on schema builder. Next, to update a description of standard and custom object. To update description of standard and custom object, no, we can't change the description. So answers are B and C. 84th question. The director of marketing has asked the app builder to create a formula field that track how many days have elapsed since a contact was sent to a marketing communication. The director is only interested in a whole unit. Which function should be used to calculate the difference? Here, simply today. We will calculate the difference with help of today formula function. Next, 85. Universal container is importing 1000 records into Salesforce. They want to avoid any duplicate records from being created during the import. How can this requirement be met? See, already this is repeated question. Including a column in the import file that has either record names, Salesforce ID, external ID that can be used to match records. It is the answer. Including a column in the import file. Already I highlighted this keyword in the previous explanation at point of that question. Next one. Which type of relationship can be defined with the external object? See, they are simply asking what type of relationship we can able to create with the external object. B and D answer. Here, external lookup. External lookup we can create. Indirect lookup also we can create. So, external master data not existed. Cross organization lookup also not existed. So, here, external lookup, indirect lookup. These two are the answers. Next, 87th question. Universal container want to streamline its data capture process by linking fields together. They wish to do this so that the available value on the dependent fields are driven by value selected on the controlling field. Which consideration support the stated requirement? See answers. Custom pick list field can be either controlling or a dependent field. Custom pick list always those are either controlling or a dependent field. Okay, correct. See, multi-select pick list can be dependent pick list but not controlling field. So multi-select, we will select in a pick list more than one, that is called multi-pick list. So this multi-select pick list always dependent pick list only. Yes, correct. Checkbox field can be controlling field but not dependent field. Yes, correct. Checkbox is dependent only, not controlling field. Checkbox can be not dependent field, controlling field. Based on enable the checkbox, we can see other field changes, but it's not a dependent field. So these three are the answers. We will see remaining also. The import wizard only allow values to import it into the dependent pick list if they match the appropriate controlling field. No. Next, standard and custom pick list field can be dependent field. Standard and custom pick list field can be dependent fields. No. Next, so here answers are these B, C, and E. These three. Next, 88. The app builder needs to change the data types of new custom field. The app builder is not able to delete and recreate any of the field or modify any Apex code. What data type change will require the app builder to perform the additional steps in order to return existing functionalities? Changing the data type of the field used an external ID from the number to text. From the number to text. So here in this requirement, if you change the data type of the field, used an external ID from number to text, it's possible. Number to text. Next one. The VP of Account Manager at Universal Container has requested that all contacts mailing postal code match the associate account shipping postal code. How can this be enforced using a validation rule? Here we have to finish the requirement with the help of validation rule. If you use a not equal operator, so we have to match this to both the postal codes. So if validation rule we are create a validation using a not equal. If it is not equal means then it will highlight validation error. If it is match means no error. Okay, so that's why answer is D. Let's see the remaining why these are not answered. Create a validation rule using the geolocation. No, geolocation we clarified geolocation. Create a validation rule using a compare operator. No, compare operator also no. Create a validation rule using the distance function. Distance also not applicable. So here the answer is D. Create a validation rule using the not equal operator. Yes. Universal container sales scripts can modify fields on an opportunity until it is closed. Until it is closed. Only the sales operator team can modify the post-closed follow-up dates and post-closed follow-up comments fields. How can this requirement be met? Here B or C the given answer for this. Use field level security on the page layout to restrict editing fields. Use field level security on the page layout to restrict editing fields. It is one answer. Or C. Use multiple record type page layout and profile. So here answer is B. I am not sure I am assuming both are answers. You have to research some little bit or Google it some more on this particular question. So here it looking a B or C both are answers, but I am thinking this is the almost near to the answer. Next one. Universal container needs to update the field on an account when an opportunity stage is changed to closed lost. Closed lost. So what can be used to accomplish this requirement? Universal container need to update the field on the account when an opportunity is changed to closed lost. So if any pick list is changed to stage is changed to closed lost, needs to update the field on account. Need to update the field on account. What can be used to accomplish the requirement? Here, Lightning Process Builder, workflow rules. So assignment rules is not worked here. Those are not related to this requirement. Approval process also not used here. Okay. So here Lightning Process Builder, workflow rules. These two are the answers.